ICJ, first of all, the fact that South Africa went to bat for Palestine,
Extraordinary.
Not one Arab state, it took South Africa, The fact that the vote was 14-2. I said, this is impossible before the vote. I kept counting. I could only come up with 6 countries that would vote for.
Wow.
I would have bet every single dollar I owned that it was impossible that the US and Germany would vote yes. There are grounds to be optimistic. Not the least, for me, the most optimistic thing is the young people. If you had told me that people were going to keep coming out for demonstrations week after week after week after week, for 6 months, I would never have believed it. The tenacity, the conviction, it's really an extraordinary sight to behold. Somebody said, I was at a demonstration 3 weeks ago. It was at Washington Square Park in Manhattan. It was pouring rain. And it was a Saturday. And there were about 50,000 people there. And they were all around 25. I was an age cohort of 1. And then there was a gap, literally, there was a gap of 40 years,
Wow.
And then after it was over, a lot of people went down to the subway to go home. And so in the subway platform, on this side of the train tracks and then on the other side of the train tracks, everyone's still chanting. If you know the scenes from the civil rights movement in the United States, how when they were in jail, they kept singing and they kept chanting, and they kept singing and they kept chanting. And it was like these young people, except there's one difference. The people in the civil rights movement were fighting for their own rights.
Right.
These were young people fighting for Gaza, 2 million people in some ghetto way off in the Middle East. It's deeply inspiring.
No, absolutely.
So there's every reason on those grounds both to be proud of, the capacity of human sympathy and solidarity, but also on the grounds of being hopeful.
One of the things you